Hey, good evening, everyone. Actually, I guess it's afternoon.
It is.
Here in Hennessey, Oklahoma, we are at the Eagle Event Center, and we're waiting to get the consolation championship game underway for the Lindsay Leopards, and they get set to take on the Maroons of Blackwell. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you joined us here for this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard basketball. The game before us between the Hennessey Lady Eagles and the OCS Lady Saints has 21 seconds left in the game, and Hennessey has a 6-point lead, and there is a timeout currently on the floor, so we're going to just begin our pregame while we watch the final 20 seconds or so of this game and see if the Lady Eagles can make their way into the area tournament coming up next week in Kellyville. Alongside me is Andrew, ESPN2 Line. Andrew, we're here to do it again.
Yes, we are. Glad to be here.
Had a big win from the Leopards last night. Tough match, but Leopards really came out and took care of business, and a breakout game, if you want to call it that, from Hunter Russell. 21 points, had 4 threes in the game. He found his spot, and when he did, it was lights out. Yeah,
absolutely. The game last night was a complete turnaround from the night before. Of course, not quite as good a competition, being that we were playing the number one in the state just a couple of nights ago. But the Leopards came out. They took care of the ball last night much better. They stayed in control. Some of the times we've seen if we're pressed real hard, or if they're giving us fits defensively, we can get a little bit wild with it. I didn't see any of that. We stayed in good control. We rebounded well. Offensively, we were patient, finding the cutters, hitting the open man, and not just throwing up stuff whenever we got the opportunity. Isaac Cameron had the tall task of trying to take care of Hennessey's best player, Camden Richardson. Did a good job. Camden ended up with 22 points last night, but we're talking about a guy who's had multiple 50-point games and 2,000 points thus far in his career. So a 20-point game for him is a downgrade from what he normally does, and I thought Cameron did a very good job all the way through. The entire defense did a good job. Not too many boo-boos. We left a few easy shots for them that they were able to take, but a very good job all the way around for the Leopards last night. I will, however, give some credit to the Leopard win to Hennessey just not shooting very well in the second half, which I haven't watched a lot of their games, but from the things that I've heard, I think it was uncharacteristic of them to shoot. I think what they ended up in the 30s. Yeah. My understanding is they generally shoot better than that. We can probably credit the Leopard defense to some degree, but also they were getting some open looks that just weren't falling last night. So Hennessey probably didn't play their best game last night, but the Leopards played very well. Nice win, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Leopards come out today and hoping, I'll just mention quickly, Creed Taylor looked healthy last night. I'm hoping that that ankle's holding up today after playing a full game on it. And Bryce Cater going out briefly last night. Don't know if that was a leg injury of some kind. He did come in and looked okay, but let's hope the Leopards are all healthy today and they can be 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah, got to have them all. And, again, this Blackwell team is actually the team they lost to the Hennessey team that we beat last night. So they played in the district matchup, and Blackwell lost that game to Hennessey 54-32. So if you want to look at it from that standpoint, they lose by 22 to Hennessey, and then the Leopards turn around to beat Hennessey last night by 18. So, granted, night to night, any two teams can look different. But if you look at this on paper, this really looks like a really good matchup. The one thing you have to keep in mind when we start talking about Blackwell, Terrell Hankins, their head coach there at Blackwell, and not sure exactly how long he's been at Blackwell, but he spent 15, 16 years at Oklahoma Christian as the assistant coach under the legendary Dan Hayes up there.
Okay.
So Terrell Hankins knows what he's doing. And when you're playing that level of basketball, coaching that level of basketball, and you come back down to a high school level, especially at 3A, he's going to know how to coach a basketball team and make them do what they need to do. So, not going to take anything away from Devin Terry by any stretch in his ability as a head coach, but you're going to have a very seasoned coach on the other side of the floor. So that's something else the Leopards are going to have to be careful of here. But 45-34, by the way, the final score of the girls' game. The Hennessey Lady Eagles do take home the consolation championship from the regional tournament here in Hennessey, and they will move to
Where do we go next week?
Kellyville.
Huh?
Kellyville. Had a fan asking where they'll go play next week. They will actually play in Kellyville. In fact, that is the consolation D. They'll play the 1 o'clock game in Kellyville, and that'll be where they'll be on the floor next. Let's talk about, again, this team for the Leopards again from last night. The Leopards shot lights out. 75% from two-point range, 21 of 28 from inside the two.
Those are big numbers.
And then you shoot 30% from three, 6 of 20, end up 27 of 48 from the field, 56%. And again, you look at the first half, and the Leopards were 12 of 25. But Hennessey was 10 of 21. So they're shooting right at 50%. They were 5 of 11 from 2. They were 5 of 10 from 3. So they're shooting right at that 50% mark in the first half. And you mentioned it. To get to the second half, and things went south. They were just 8 of 27 for the game. So they only hit 3 field goals in that second half from 2-point and only had 3 3-point baskets. Yeah. So they only had 6 field goals. You mentioned Camden Richardson, their star out on the point guard out there that averages well into the 30s probably in a game, had 20 points. 11 of his 20 came from the free throw line, and 9 of those 11 were in the second half. He only had 2 field goals the whole second half. So, again, the Leopard defense just played fantastic. Offense was hidden. When you've got guys like Bryce Cater and Creed Taylor and Hunter Russell that can come in and knock down threes from just about anywhere on the floor, and then you combine that with the size of Gus Torres on the inside and Armando. Armando can knock down threes. He typically doesn't have to, but he can drive, he can penetrate, he gets a lot of assists. And by George, he is probably one of the best rebounding guards you're going to find.
I would
here.
agree. He's I mentioned last night he's kind of sneaky. Comes in a lot of times from the baseline, gets in underneath those big guys, and he can sky. So if he can get close to the basket, he can out-jump a guy that's a foot taller than him, and really, really impressive.
Again, 4 players in double figures for the Leopards last night. Russell with 21 led the way. Cater ended up with 17. Isaac Cameron finished with 12, and Hernandez had 11. And unofficially, I had him with 7 rebounds and 11 points. And he did foul out in that game. That was probably the one thing about that game last night that was so discouraging. Armando had 5 on him. Isaac had 4 on him. Bryce had 4 on him. But there was 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 fouls were called on the Leopards, and they end up calling 9, 13, 14, 15. They ended up calling 17 on Hennessey, but that wasn't until it got down to the end of the game and they were actually trying to foul, and the officials were giving them those fouls where they weren't early in the game. So it was a big, for the majority of that game, disparity in the number of fouls called against the Leopard versus called against the Eagles. And, of course, you just have to play within that. That's probably one thing I struggle more as an announcer to go, come on, guys, you're not calling this the same on both ends of the floor. But the Leopards didn't let it bother them. They stayed the course, did exactly what they had to do, and so now you are 1 win away from the area tournament, and that's got to be your focus at this point.
Absolutely. And again, if these guys they come out with the same focus, the same ability to take care of the ball tonight, and just sort of stick to our game plan, and if Blackwell doesn't get us out of our element, get us off of our game plan, we've got the tools and the talent and the guys to get it done tonight as well.
Well,
I will say, however, sorry, just
you're
looking
fine.
at the Blackwell roster, they got a fair amount of size on there. 6'1", a 6'2", there's a 6'3", there's a 6'7" on the roster. I don't know how much he plays, and we'll talk about them a little bit later. But so size-wise, it's a pretty good matchup. If not, they may have a little bit of an advantage on us size-wise, at least height. I don't have weights on any of these guys, and just scanning out over the court, I don't see any too many big-bodied guys. So Torres,
number 50, that's out there at center court right now, doesn't have a warm-up on. He is a big-body guy, and he is their starting post player.
Okay.
And so he will be. They list him at 6 foot tall, but he probably weighs about 260.
He's lineman size for
yes.
sure. So we may get to see some banging around down there.
He and Torres may get into it down there, absolutely.
And Torres, we're running a 5 out a lot of the time yesterday and having good success with it. So that means Torres bumps out beyond the arc quite a bit. We didn't play him down low just a ton last night, so he didn't take a lot of shots. He didn't have to bang around a whole lot. In a game with another big-bodied boy like this, and we will see. But, we may put him down low, and we may see some one-on-one, bumping around down in the paint tonight, which I like. I'm an old big boy, and that's how I played ball. But Torres, again, just didn't take a ton of shots last night. It wasn't necessary for him to, but if this gets into a low post game, it'll be exciting.
It'll be fun. And they do have some very athletic guys on this Blackwell team, so the Leopards will definitely have to be ready to go with that. And just by way of kind of updating where we're at, of course, the Leopardettes will play after this game. There will be a break in between. They'll play at 6 o'clock scheduled tip time. And we'll go on the air about 5:45 for that one. And the Leopardettes playing, of course, in the regional championship against the Ladybugs of Alva. The winner of that game will move into the area championship game on Friday at 6 o'clock, which means you're just one win away from a state tournament at that point. Alva does come in ranked number 7 in the state. They're 21-3. We'll talk more about their game coming up tonight. But since we kind of look at things, the loser of that Lindsay Alva game will play CCS. CCS played Kip Tulsa today, and CCS won that game. Last I checked, they were up by 20 very late in the fourth quarter. So CCS awaits the loser of that Leopardette and Ladybugs game that'll be coming up tonight. But jumping into 4A right now, the Blanchard Lady Lions are playing this afternoon as well, and they are up by 7 over Cleveland, that game in the fourth quarter as well. So hopefully the Lady Lions will be able to hang on to that and move their way into the area tournament next week as well. And I got to give a shout-out. The Ellick Lady Longhorns are still in it. They are in the area consolation championship game.
All right, good for them.
They will play tonight at 6 o'clock. They will take on Caddo, and that game is going on at Cash tonight. But if the Lady Longhorns can pull that one off, they will make it to the state tournament. So go Lady Longhorns.
Absolutely. Good for them. We'd love to see our neighbors doing well. Did they host any of the postseason?
They did.
They have a beautiful facility over at Ellick.
They absolutely do. Very nice over there. They actually hosted, I know they did some of the regional. Yeah, they did regionals there, and I think might have had districts there as well. No, they were at Hydro for districts, but they did host the regional tournament there at Ellick. Good. So yeah, they came out of that. They ended up losing to Caddo. This is where those matchups come back around.
Yep.
They lost to Caddo by 38 in the regional championship game, but made it to area, and now they defeated Turner in their first round of the area tournament. Then defeated Empire last night by 12, and Caddo ends up losing their first round game to Ampo. We've seen Ampo over there in that Grady County tournament and know how good they are. They defeated Caddo in the area championship game, so now Caddo moves back over to play the Ellick Lady Longhorns. Got another chance at them. So we'll see if they can knock them off this time and get their berth into that state tournament next week. With that, let's take a timeout, and we'll take a breath, get a drink of water. We'll come back with your starting lineups to get you ready to go for Lindsay and Blackwell right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
it to Leslie in the right corner. Back up top. Cannon gets a look at three, and it's good. Allen to Russell. Steps through, lays it off the glass and in. Nice move. Oh, nice drive from Hernandez.
Welcome back to the Eagle Event Center here in Hennessey, Oklahoma. It is Championship Saturday. The Hennessey Lady Eagles have taken home the Girls Consolation Championship and punched their ticket to the area tournament next week. Now it's up to the Lindsay Leopards and the Blackwell Maroons to decide which boys team will come out of the consolation bracket here in Hennessey. Let's get to your starting lineups, and we'll start with the Leopards since they are being introduced first. At guard will be a 5'9" junior, number 1. That is Armando Hernandez. At forward, a 6-foot sophomore, number 2, Isaac Cameron. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 10, Hunter Russell. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 23, Bryce Cater, and the big man inside, the 6'3" junior, number 34, Gus Torres. The Leopards are 17-9. Coming into tonight's matchup, the head coach of the Leopards is Devin Terry, and he is assisted by Gavin Wilson. And for the Blackwell Maroons, they are 14-12, and again, they lost their district matchup to the Hennessey Eagles, the team the Leopards beat last night. See if the Leopards can pull one off here tonight. They will start number 3, Kevin Rios. He is a 6'2" senior. Number 5 is Matthew Mooring. He is a 6-foot tall senior. Number 10 is Nick Flying Out. And yes, I said flying out, and he can fly. He's got the ups. Number 14 is Cooper Lusk. He's listed as a 6'7" sophomore, and I did not see him in any of the games I looked at, so they're going to start him here tonight. And then they'll round out the starting 5 with number 50, Drake Hankins. He's a 6-foot tall senior. Again, the head coach for Blackwell is Terrell Hankins. He is assisted by Scott Howell. Greg Perry, Andrew Lyon on the call from Hennessey. J.D. Scruggs on the live stream. Kevin Scruggs on the camera. And Jason Wallenberg back in Lindsay running the FM side for us. Lusk and Cameron to the center circle to tip this one away. And Lusk on the second effort gets it into the backcourt to Rios, and we're underway.
About a 7-inch advantage there for Lusk.
Out in the left corner, 3 ball on the way from Mooring is up and good. They did not waste any time getting going. Hernandez works to the right wing. Torres underneath. Spins up, faces up. Got Lusk moving backwards, and then Lusk blocked the shot.
Clean block, too. Nice move by Torres, but a little height advantage there once again.
Mooring had another look at 3, turns it down. Hankins now has it top of the key, gets to the free throw line. Jumper off to the side of the rim, no good for Rios. Torres cleans it away for the Leopards. Again to the right. Up top, Cater has a wide open look at 3. It's off the rim, no good. Torres is going to end up with Lusk, I believe, on his back on the rebound, and they do call that on who? Yep, Lusk ends up with the call. First foul of the game. Cater's going to wind up trying again. This time it's short. Was long with the first one, short with the second one. Hankins cleans it up for the Maroons, and they come the other way.
Leopards a little cold here to start.
Rios drives down, leaves it in the corner, flying out, fires a 3 that's strong, and backside rebound pulled down by Torres. Cater right wing around the Cameron screen, the pick and roll. Cameron takes flying out down to the baseline, but missed the shot too strong. Flying out comes away with the rebound. great player out there, just too strong on the shot. Rios down the left side of the lane. Cameron with him the whole way, forces a tough shot. Hernandez the rebound. In transition, got Russell at the other end. Russell, tough shot, but got it to go. Leopards back within one. 3-2, 6:10 left to go here in the first. Rios on the handle. Left wing to Mooring. Hankins back between the circles. Catch fire three from Hankins is off the front of the rim, no good, but right there to grab it was Rios. Lusk sends it back to the left wing to Flying out. Back to Lusk between the circles. Oh, they got Flying out loose in the lane. He missed the layup.
No.
Hernandez ends up with the rebound.
Fortunate there. That was a nice cut and an easy bucket there that he missed.
Hernandez now to the left wing. Goes away from the Cameron screen. Baseline, tried to send it across the way, and he threw it right in between Cater and Russell. Not sure who he intended to go with, but
I think he might have looked up and saw the referee and threw it right at him.
Turnover Leopards. Mooring on the handle this time. Right wing for Lusk. Back up to Flying out, top of the key. He's going to fire the three. That's off. And Hernandez could not come up with it. Mooring did, and then bounced it off the leg of Hernandez out of bounds.
Not great shooting, really, by either team thus far. Leopards 1 for 4.
Flying out. Hands it back to Rios. He'll work to the top of the key. Cameron on the defense there. Works right, comes back to the left elbow, and we get foul on the Leopards on Russell, I guess trying to prevent the screen from happening there.
Yes,
so Hunter picks up the first foul on the Leopards. Lusk off the inbounds. Mooring, they screen to get Hankins open in the corner for three. I don't know if that was tipped or if he was that short with it, but he missed the three-pointer. The rebound and put back underneath is not good, and then the rebound for Torres coming the other way.
And Blackwell 1 for 9 so far from the field.
Russell backs out left wing, has Hankins on him out there. Torres now top of the key, comes around and gives it to Cater, back between the circles for Cameron. Back to the left wing, Hernandez again went away from everybody and just couldn't get it up over the front of the rim, and Lusk claims the miss. Fantastic drive, just didn't have the finish. Flying out, baseline jumper is off the mark. Cater with the miss for the Leopards. These teams still struggle to shoot. We've got 3-2 game with 4:15 left. There's Cater for three straight away. And the Leopards have a 5-3 lead, their first lead. Lusk in the left corner. Torres backs way off of him. Rios comes back to get it left wing, back to Lusk in the corner. Hankins pushes Russell down underneath. Good defense from Russell right there, but they get it back to Mooring, who got lost in all the traffic, and Torres saves it in bounds. Great play right there from the big guy. Cater wanted to dump it down underneath.
Forced that one a little bit.
Passed it under to too many white shirts. Second turnover on the Leopards now. 3:30 to go here in the first. 5-3, Leopards with a 2-point lead. Mooring left wing. Back to Hankins. Catch fire three is on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Leopard basketball. In the game for the Leopards will be number 3, Creed Taylor, the 5'11 junior. Also in for Blackwell will be number 33, Jake Johnson, the 6'1 senior. He's the guy I've seen start for them the 2 or 3 games I've watched him play. Cameron in the lane, spin move on Hankins, and they're going to say he traveled with it. Turnover number 3. So Rios pushes it back up as we approach 3 minutes left to go here in the first. Leopards hanging on to a 2-point lead. Mooring gets it right wing. Taylor picks him up, and Rios had the offensive foul underneath.
Push off there from Rios, I presume.
Oh, they actually called it on Flying out for the screen. His first, the team's second. So Taylor will bring it up for the Leopards. Works toward the right wing. Out to Cater wing, gets into the lane, sends it to Russell left corner. Rios closes out on him to come back to Taylor. Taylor's catch fire. Three is up and good.
Nice shot, Creed Taylor.
8-3. Leopards by 5. 2:35 left here in the first. Mooring gets out on the wing to the elbow, sends it left side to flying out. Cater takes him to the baseline, sends it back up top to Hankins. Back over to Johnson, right wing. Flying out, goes down the right side of the lane. Got his shot partially blocked the first time. Couldn't get it to go the second time, and Torres comes away with it the third time. Cater left side. Thought about that NBA three. Turns it down, gives it back to Cameron between the circles.
Blackwell just 1 for 13 from the field.
Wow. Cater into the lane. Jumper won't drop. Torres got his man in the air. He can't get it to go either. Cater's going to try it again. That one will go. Cater with 5, and the Leopards are up 10-3. 1:40 left here in the first. Mooring on the handle. Sends it to Rios left wing. Into the corner for Johnson. He'll work around the screen up top to Mooring. Mooring on the handle. Knocked away by Taylor. Taylor can't come up with it. It's loose. Hustle. Mooring will have it in the backcourt. Gets knocked down by his own man, and he'll travel. Flying out, came flying in, and knocked him down. Second turnover on the Maroons. And again, that all started with the great defensive play and the quick hands of Creed Taylor. Taylor up against this 2-3 zone, sends it to Russell. Russell goes to work, sends it back over to Taylor. Left wing Cameron looking underneath at Cater, who's posted up under Lusk, who's back in the ball game. We're down to a minute to go. Russell, baseline short corner. Torres, skip it all the way to Cater. Catch fire three from the left side is off the front of the iron. But Taylor scoops in, steals it from everybody. Russell has a wide open three, knocks it down. Russell with 5. The Leopards have a 10-point lead. 39 seconds to go here. Johnson sends it to Mooring, out to Hankins. His 3 on the way. That one doesn't go. Johnson skies and knocks it away from Torres for the miss. Rios to Johnson. He's going to look at a 3, and it goes down from the left wing. Just their second field goal of the game. 13-6. Leopards with the lead. 15 seconds left here, looking for a final shot. Leopards also had the possession arrow, so they'll get the ball to start the second quarter. Taylor back to Cater, top of the key, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Cameron, trying to screen for Cater to get loose. Isaac's first will be the team's second. So 4.8 seconds left. Taylor does a good job of forcing him to throw the ball away. Johnson didn't know it was coming. Lucky he got it. Ball's loose. And Russell had about a half second, not enough.
Oh, no.
Yeah, buzzer went off before he got there.
All right.
But what great hustle and, again, great defense as they forced that third turnover on Blackwell. But they'll have a 13-6 lead headed to the second quarter. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back after this. This is Leopard Basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
The City of Lindsay is a proud sponsor of LHS Athletics and Academics and wishes all Leopards and Leopardettes a healthy, happy, successful season.
Back to start the second quarter. It will be Leopard basketball. Lead by 7 at 13-6. Andrew just said that Blackwell just 2 for 15 from the field in that first quarter, and part of that, Leopard defense. The other part of that is they've had some wide open looks that just did not go down. Let's hope that those don't start to fall. Taylor stays in the game at the point guard. He'll bring it across against Mooring. Works to the right side, gets into the lane. The back cut from Cater got covered up, though, and then just bounces it off the hands of Johnson out of bounds. So Taylor will bring it in on the baseline for the Leopards. Cameron gets the inbounds, drives into the lane, trouble team, gets it out to Russell. No, but Taylor with the offensive board. Steps through two guys and gets the foul called. Johnson went down hard there as the ball fake got two of the Maroons into the air. Johnson does pick up the foul. His first will be the first here in the second quarter. Flying out will return for the Maroons. Johnson will check out. Taylor will do this again on the baseline, and nobody was ready to go. And Cater knocks down the three.
Boy, it doesn't get much easier than that.
Leopards back up by 10. Their matches their largest lead of the game so far. Lusk on the right wing, into the right corner to flying out. Underneath Mooring, knocked away by Russell, and
okay.
Yeah, right call. Cater was trying to save it in bounds, but I think he actually threw it behind his back and bounced it off the official, but it's out of bounds. It'll be back to the Maroons. Lusk gets the inbounds out in the corner. They go back underneath Rios, and Cameron's going to get whistled for his second personal. First team foul here in the second quarter, but trying to keep Rios from getting posted up underneath. So Rios now will bring the pass in from the baseline. Cameron will check out with that second foul. Hernandez returns for the Leopards. Rios out into the corner for Hankins. Goes right back. Hernandez is right there on Rios. He'll work it back to the wing. Now looks to drive in. Gets to the free throw line. Jumper from there. Won't drop. And there's that skying in from up at the top of the key. Hernandez got his third rebound. Mondo on the handle. To the free throw line. Out into the left corner. That's Russell's spot, and he got it again.
It's, man, he loves that spot.
He's
good at it. That's the hardest shot on the basketball court, if you ask me.
19-6, Leopards by 13. Russell all over Hankins. He loves to get that three up in a hurry. Gets to the elbow and puts up an air ball. Cater comes away with it underneath. Leopards come back with a 13-point lead in the basketball. Cater top of the key, drives into the lane, sends it down to Torres. Torres takes it out to Russell, quickly to Taylor. Three from the left wing from Taylor is up and good. Timeout, Blackwell. 22-6. Leopards lead is to 16. We've got 6:20 left in the half. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Come back to the Eagle Event Center after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
6:20 left to go here in the first half. The Leopards have opened up a 22-6 lead. They are on a 9-0 run here in this quarter. A three from Taylor, a three from Russell, and a three from Cater. 67% from the field so far in this game. Is
6 of 9.
Cannot beat that kind of shooting. Got to keep that up, though. Mooring gets it top of the key, gets away from Taylor momentarily. Now they double team him. Goes to Hankins, flying out, has a wide open look at three from the left corner. He knocks it down. 22-9. All three of the field goals that the Maroons have made have been threes. Taylor between a double team gets it back to Hernandez. They'll swing it across to Cater. They'll bring the trap to him. Hernandez back to Cater. Back over Taylor. Left wing three. No. Torres, the rebound, and the putback won't go. Tip won't go. Hernandez is in there. Torres tries to get back out of there with it. Has all kinds of contact, and they get a jump ball. They called a foul. They actually called a foul on Cooper Lusk. I really thought they were fixing to call a jump ball there.
Too.
Lusk picks up his second team foul. Cater again off the inbounds. The three doesn't drop, but Russell hit the deck as Kevin Rios tried to get through him to get to Cater. His first will be the team's third here in a quarter. Hernandez will bring it back up. They'll look to trap. He sends it over to Taylor. Back into the right corner for Cater. Skip it back across Hernandez. Lusk nearly got a hand on that. Back up top, Taylor. Back down to the short corner. Got it to Cater. Cater got his man in the air, went up, doesn't go, but he'll get free throws out of it. They'll call the foul on flying out. That'll be his second, the team's fourth. Cater at the line. These are the first free throws shot by either team tonight. Cater knocks down number one. 23-9. Leopards by 14. Their biggest lead's been 16. 5:12 left to go here in the first half, and Cater's second one will not drop. Rios will claim the miss. He will push it up the floor. Hernandez with him. Johnson right wing, three ball on the way, skips across, no good. Cater in great position for the rebound, and a timeout called by Coach Terry. 5 minutes exactly left here in the first half, 23-9. Leopards by 14. We'll be back after this. This is Leopard basketball. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
Number 11, Dorian Palma, the senior, has checked in now for Blackwell. It'll be Leopard ball out of the timeout as Hernandez takes his time walking it up the floor. That same 2-3 zone from the Maroons. Taylor right wing, waits on the screen from Torres. Comes back to Cater, left wing Hernandez. He gets the screen from Cater, comes back to Cater. Backs up on Hankins. Takes him down the baseline side, goes up, had it partially blocked, and Hankins will pull down the miss.
Yeah, not bad work there by Cater. He's normally pretty efficient under the bucket and patient. Just couldn't sink that one.
Work it around to Johnson, left corner three, rattles out. Torres, a rebound and a foul coming on Kevin Rios, his second. That is the fifth team foul in the quarter. The Leopards will be in the bonus for the final half of this quarter. Leopards just have one foul in the quarter. Torres headed to the line. I've got that as his seventh rebound tonight already.
He's been a hand under the bucket down there.
Leopards don't put anybody on the line. Torres steps up to shoot two. And the first one, no, will not drop. 23-9, Leopards by 14. 4:22 left to go here in the half. And Torres drops the second one in. His first point of the game puts the Leopards up by 15 at 24-9. Leopards took the lead over at 5-3. They've not looked back. Mooring goes baseline, sends it over to Johnson. Right corner three. It skips across, no good. Hernandez, his fourth rebound. And for all the poor shooting that Blackwell's had so far, the Leopards have left them with one and done nearly every time.
Yep.
Russell's corner three. No, he misses one, but Torres with rebound number 8. Tried to force it across to Cater, though, and turned it over. Great rebound there, but again, tried to force a pass in there where maybe shouldn't have tried to go.
Yep.
Rios top of the key. Hankins there to set the screen. Rios goes down the left side of the lane. Jumper rattles out. Torres tips the rebound over to Cater.
Is that 9 for him?
I'd have to. If I do
okay.
my stats right, Cater gets that rebound, and then Hernandez steps up and knocks down a three. 27-9. Leopards up by 18 with 3:10 left. Palma has it on the right wing, into the corner for Mooring. Back out to Rios on the wing. Hernandez with him there. Back to Johnson, top of the key. Looks to drive in on Cater. The double team comes from Torres. Gets it back out to Hankins. Got Russell with the flyby, and he carried the basketball. Turnover number 4 on Blackwell, and that will get subs back into the game for the Maroons. Hankins and Johnson will check out. Flying out and Lusk are back in. Hernandez on the handle. 2:45 left. The Leopards with the ball and an 18-point lead. Back out to Cater. The X offense, as we know it.
We all love the X.
We love the X. Not always. Hernandez has Palma out on him. Drives into the lane, dumps it down to Torres, double teamed, and is turned over. And Rios nearly lost it. He doesn't get the shot to go, but Mooring was there to follow and get the offensive rebound. Mooring gets it back, works to the top of the key. Russell with the defense. Lusk gets it left wing. He's going to fire a three. That one's short. And we're going to have a push off underneath on the rebound as Rios went into the air. And Taylor assisted him away from the basketball.
Assisted him away. I've never heard it put that way.
It's better than saying he shoved him, you know, but his Creed's first is just a second team foul.
Friendly relocation was all he was going for.
Rios double team. Torres ties him up. Possession arrow does stay with the Maroons, however. Lob it out to Mooring off the inbounds. He'll work to the top of the key. Back over to flying out. He ended up with a wide open look from three. Knocks it down. His second three cuts the lead to 15, 27-12, 1:45 left here in the half. Taylor works on Palma, flips it to Hernandez, comes right back to Taylor. Gets to the elbow, sends it back up top to Hernandez. Left wing Russell gives it back to Cater, right back to Russell. Russell tries to drive around Rios, can't get it done, so he goes to Hernandez. Hernandez drives to the elbow, spin move, back up top Russell. He'll get down, leaves it for Hernandez, can't finish it though. Lusk will pull it in. Here come the Maroons the other way, flying out, spin move, stripped by Russell. It's loose on the floor, and Hernandez will come away. Turnover number 5 on the Maroons. Cater was open underneath. The pass was knocked away, but right back to one of the Leopards. So they'll reset with 50 seconds left here in the quarter. Hernandez gets around flying out, goes all the way down, gets it to Torres, who can't get the shot. But Dorian Palma will pick up his first and send Torres back to the free throw line. 45 seconds left in the half. Cater will now be on the line with Torres this time. And it won't drop for him. He's now 1 for 3 at the line. Hernandez now also on the free throw line, and Torres cannot get either one of those to drop. Flying out will come down with the miss. 40 seconds left. The Maroons with the ball down 15. Flying out left wing. Has Cater on him. Shoots the three over him and knocks it down. His third three, he's got 9, and it's to a 12-point game. Leopards were up 18 at 27-9.
We really need to take advantage of the thus far poor shooting and really pour it on down here. We haven't made a bucket in a few minutes, seems like.
Hernandez backs up. We approach 10 seconds left, looking for a final shot here. Works to the right wing, gets around the screen from Torres, comes back to Torres, top of the key. Looks to drive down, gets it to Hernandez. Down to 4 seconds. Hernandez from the elbow. Jumper will not drop. Rios with the miss. And that'll be the end of the first half. Leopards had a 7-point lead at the end of one. They ballooned it up to 18, but a 6-0 run from the Maroons leaves it a 12-point game here at halftime with Lindsay up 27-15. We'll send it over to JD. We will take a timeout, figure out our officially unofficial stats from the first half, and be back to the Eagle Event Center after this. This is Leopard Basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Order to go and settle in for all your Leopard action at home. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Lingman Incorporated is a proud supporter of the Lindsay community. We hope you'll keep us in mind for all your oil-filled electrical needs. You can give us a call at 405-756-4773.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word spoken in love and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
Back here at halftime, and got to discussing and didn't realize we had let most of halftime get away from us here. We'll quickly do some first half stats for the Maroons, who had 5 field goals that whole first half, and they were all 3-point baskets. Nick Flying Out had 3 of those. He has 9 in the first half. Matthew Mooring had a 3 for his 3 points. James Johnson also had a 3 for his 3 points. And Blackwell did not attempt a free throw in the first half. The Lindsay Leopards are led by Bryce Cater. He had 9 in the first half. Russell had 8, and Creed Taylor had a couple of threes. He's got 6 points, 3 points from Armando Hernandez on a 3-point basket, and a free throw from Gus Torres, who went 1 of 4 from the free throw line. The Leopards end up 2 of 6 from the charity stripe in the first half. With that, we'll go look at the shooting numbers quickly with Andrew.
Yeah, I'll take them. For Blackwell, 0 for 10 from 2-point range in that first half, 5 of 16 from 3-point range. For a total of 5 for 26 and 19% shooting for Blackwell. On the flip side, the Leopards actually just 2 of 13 from 2-point range. They were actually 0 for 6 there in that second quarter, so that dropped off. From 3-point range, though, they are 7 of 13 for a total of 9 of 26. For 39% shooting for the Leopards. and again 2 of the 6 from the charity stripe. So better shooting from the Leopards. They were fantastic from 3. We mentioned earlier 66.6 repeating percent from 3 through about half of that second quarter, but then missed a few. But 39 overall, not bad.
We'll take it. It means a 12-point lead for the Leopards here at halftime. That is your American Exchange Bank halftime show. Third quarter underway. The Leopards with the ball and a 12-point lead as we get started. Hernandez will bring it up. Goes to the elbow to Cameron, who fakes the handoff, takes it down. We saw that play last night. It worked beautifully again.
You betcha. Good start.
Leopards back up by 14. Rios brings it the other way. Mooring gets it to the right wing to Lusk. Inside, tried to force it to flying out, threw it behind him, and that's turnover number 6. I didn't mention the rebounds. Leopards were +3 in the rebounding category. Both teams had 5 turnovers, now 6 for Blackwell. Cameron gets into the lane, takes it to the 6'7" guy, and draws contact. Will head to the free throw line, and they'll call the foul actually on Drake Hankins. That's just his first team foul here in this third quarter. Cameron to the line to shoot 2. And Isaac too strong with the first one. Will not go in for him. Leopards are now just 2 of 7 at the line, and free throws have been a problem for them.
Yeah, the last 2 or 3 games we've not done very well from the stripe.
That one also too strong. Flying out will pull down the miss. Leopards with some pressure in the backcourt now. Got it to Lusk across the timeline. Pass was tipped en route to flying out. He's going to fire a 3 that Ma thought was partially blocked, but comes off the front of the iron with Cameron pulling down the miss. Leopards the ball up 14. Hernandez into the lane, leaves it behind him for Cameron. Cater to the free throw line. Out to Hernandez left wing. Goes in on Hankins, gets around him, but had the shot blocked by the long reaches of Lusk. And then .34 Gus Torres whistled for a foul. That'll be his first, team's first here in the quarter. Rios will walk it up, works left. Back out to flying out, top of the key, goes to work on Cameron, gets to the elbow, leaves it in the corner for Hankins, and knocks down the 3. We've watched them send it down him, and he is so quick to release that. You know that's a shot for him. Hope he doesn't get hot. Leopard leads down to 11. And Cater traveled with it, hitched with that back foot. And Leopards now with 6 turnovers. And
yeah, it's been a little bit of a quirk of his this year, just dragging that back foot ever so slightly, but he did drag it.
Rios again on the handle. Same play they did last time. Flying out, can't get it this time, though. Good defense there from Cameron. Mooring gives it back to Rios. He works toward the top of the key. Lusk and flying out, screen for each other underneath. Rios goes to the left elbow, and the shot won't drop, but he's going to get a couple of free throws. That'll go on Armando Hernandez. That'll be his first. Second team foul, but they call that on the shot. That will be the first free throws tonight for the Maroons. And Rios knocks that one down. Lead is down to 10. It was an 18-point lead back in that second quarter at 27-9. The Leopards have been outscored 10-2 since then. Rio's second one will also rattle in for him. That's his only 2 points of the game for those 2 free throws, but it is 29-20, 9-point lead.
Yeah, Leopards need to get a little bit more of a sense of urgency here on the scoring. I feel like we've taken our foot off the gas a bit.
Cater to the free throw line, behind him to Taylor, out to Cameron. Cameron drives in on flying out, but put the shot up short. Rios comes down with a miss, and here comes Mooring in transition. Stops left wing. They leave him wide open, but he misses the 3. Leopards get a break right there.
I do not really understand that personally. A wide open bucket down there, and you just stop at 3 and crank it.
Hernandez gets it from Cameron, works around the Cameron screen. Back up top. Torres gets it to Taylor. Taylor back to Cameron. Leopards working around the top of the key here. Inside, Cameron posting up on flying out. Goes baseline, got him in the air. Got it! He'll get an and one out of it. Tough shot. Great move, though, to get flying out in the air and forced him to pick up the foul. Second team foul. His third personal.
Cameron nailed it.
5 points in the quarter. Push the lead back to 12. 32-20. Three from the right corner from Hankins won't go. Got his own miss, though, and then Hernandez coming back more or less. Didn't really mean to hit him there, but got his hand up there too high and caught him in the head. That's Armando's second, team's third. Rios on the baseline. Everybody covered, finally flying out, gets it on the wing right side. Cameron stays with him. He'll work it back to the top of the key, hand it to Mooring. Back to right wing, Rios. Steps, fires three, got it to go. And they're going to call Torres for his second personal and the fourth team foul. So count the basket. The lead back to 9 and inbounds. And Taylor nearly had a turnover right there. We're going to have a timeout called by Coach Hankins. 32-23, Leopard lead down to 9. It's half of what it was at 18. We'll have a timeout and come back after this. This is Leopard basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Are you struggling to find a health insurance plan that fits your needs as well as your budget? Let me, Matt Powers, a licensed insurance agent, help you navigate the insurance maze and find the best plan for you. Together, we'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized carriers at no cost to you. We can talk over the phone or in person. Why stress or wonder if you're choosing the right plan when I can help you for free? Call today and let me help you.
4:37 left to go here in the third. Leopard lead is down to 9. And it will be Maroons basketball out of the timeout after the foul on Torres. Lust comes to get it, gives it right back to Rios. Lust gets it back, goes to Rios on the wing. He'll work back to the top of the key. Mooring left wing. Rios between the circles to Hankins. Back between the rings to Mooring. Back to Hankins. To the high post, Lusk. Quickly out. Rios for three. Skips across, no good. Cater hit his fifth rebound. Leopards now need to get some points. Had those couple of two-point baskets inside from Cameron, but Leopards have not really been able to get much else going. Cater picks up his dribble. Out between the circles for Cameron, right wing to Hernandez. Around the Cameron screen, back to Torres between the circles. Taylor with a catch fire. Three, it's good. Creed's third three of the game, and that puts it back to a 12-point game.
Beautiful shot. Contested shot.
Rios again on the handle. Flying out, gets it over on the wing left side, looking for Lusk inside. Now Rios steps up to the top of the key, gets around Hernandez, and then fell down, and they're going to call Hernandez on the foul.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, they really think he just fell down more than anything, but that's Armando's third, and that is the fifth team foul, so this will be free throws. But we're going to have a timeout first, as Russell is also going to check back into the game for the Leopards. 3:25 left. We're going to have a timeout here at the Eagle Event Center. We'll be back with more Leopard basketball after this. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Looking for your next adventure? Head to Morris Motorsports in Chickasha. We carry top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, and Honda. Plus, we offer a full-service and parts department. Whether it's ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or accessories, we've got what you're looking for. Visit morrismotorsports.com or give us a call at 405-224-6113. At Morris Motorsports, we don't just sell machines, we sell fun.
3:25 left to go here in the third quarter. It is 35-23 Leopards, but it should be free throws coming up here, and Rios will be the one at the charity stripe for the Maroons. As again, 5 team fouls already on the Leopards here in this quarter. And Rios knocks that one down. He's 3 for 3 at the line. He's the only Maroon that has shot free throws tonight. Could cut the Leopard lead to 10 here, and he does. Knocks it down. He's got 7 in the ball game, all here in this quarter. Again, 1-2-2 zone trap from the Maroons here. Cater all the way back over to Taylor on the right side. Skip it back to Russell, right back to Cater on the wing left side. Over to Taylor. Taylor gets around to flying out, sends it back to Cater left wing. Russell in the corner, close out, and Cameron wide open underneath. Came out to 2 players, came out to cover Russell in the corner, and he found Cameron underneath wide open.
Well, that's his spot. He looked like he wanted it, but it was selfless of him to give it up to Isaac and get an easy bucket.
Hankins misses the 3 from the right wing. Torres pulls down the miss. Taylor catch fire 3. No. This time will not drop. Rios with the miss. Here come the Maroons. Leopards up by 12. 2.5 left here in the third. Johnson steps out on the wing. Run off there. Cater went for the steal with Mooring. Missed it. Left Johnson open for 3 in the corner. Good closeout. Mooring gets a look at 3, though, and he knocks it down. They have not hit a 2-point basket this whole game,
No,
but they've got, 8 threes in the game now?
6, 7, 8, that's what I have.
37-28. Again, Leopard lead down to 9. Russell out to Torres, quickly left side. Cater got around flying out, takes it to the rack and puts it in. Nice job. Bryce Cater in double figures with 11, puts the Leopards back up by 11. Rios to Johnson. Looks to take Torres in. Torres stays with him. Can't let him get there. Back up top to Rios. Mooring on the left wing. Dribbles. Hits toward the top of the key. Gives it to Rios there. Mooring catch fire 3 left wing, and it's good.
There you go.
It's very obvious that this is a Blackwell team who does not care about anything but shooting 3-point baskets. And they've got the Leopards down to an 8-point lead. 1:13 left to go here in the third. Cater, NBA 3 is an air ball, but Taylor slides in underneath and steals it away. Big time offensive board right there from Creed Taylor. He'll work it back to the top of the key, under a minute to go here in the third. And the X offense comes out again. Taylor goes down, flips it to Cater in the corner. He'll send it back out to Russell. Across over to Cameron. We get close to 40 seconds left, and Hankins will get whistled for a reach-in foul as he tried to knock it away from Cameron. Drake Hankins' second is the 3rd team foul. Into the ballgame for the Leopards for the first time tonight. A 6-foot-tall freshman, number 5, is Crew Flood. Torres gets a well-deserved break. Cameron will bring it in off the inbounds. We get 35 seconds left to go here in the third. Flood steps out and grabs it. Gets around Hankins, comes back out to Cameron. Clock down to 25 seconds. Johnson pushing him all the way, and Johnson will get whistled for the foul. That'll be his second and the 4th team foul. So Leopards will try this again with 22.9 left here in the third. All the way into the backcourt for Cameron. Flying out is back there with him. Cameron races him across the timeline. Sends it back out to Taylor. Down to 15 seconds. Leopards get ready to go into their offense. Taylor goes to work on Mooring, gets to the elbow, out to Russell, quickly in the left corner. Cater turned down to 3.
Oh,
lobs it back to Russell. Russell with a great move, gets it back to Cater. Cater sidestep 3 at the buzzer, will not drop. I think Cater and Russell both had about 3 good looks at 3 right there, and all of them turned them down, and then they ended up with a forced one at the end. But
You got it.
39-31, Leopards by 8 at the end of 3. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. This is Leopard basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198 and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
So the Maroons will have the ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they've cut that 18-point Leopard lead that was evident back in that second quarter. It was 27-9. And Maroons have found the three-point basket. They beat the Leopards 20, what was that, 16-12 that quarter that they outscored the Leopards by 4. They'll bring it the other way with Rios on the wing right side. Looking underneath. Finally just steps back, fires a three that won't go. Flying out, comes away with the offensive board. His putback won't go. That rebound is loose. Hankins has it. Back to flying out down underneath. Turns around, puts up the jumper, and that one won't go either, but Cater can't control that rebound. Johnson lost it momentarily, got it back, gets it out. Now they get Rios wide open in the lane. He puts it up and in. That's their first two-point basket of the whole game.
Wow.
But it's down to a 6-point game. This game that looked like the Leopards were just going to run away with, and Blackwell has fought back in it. They're within 2 possessions. Leopard offense has really gotten stagnant here in this second half. Flood in the ball game. Sends it over to Russell, right wing. Gets around the screen from Flood. Cater. On the wing, on the dribble. Comes back out to Flood between the circles. Gets it back to Taylor. Gets around Johnson. Gets under the baseline. And we're getting an offensive foul call.
Oh, no, that's...
Yeah, Rios with the flop. Gets an offensive foul called on Taylor.
I'll
His
keep my
second.
mouth shut. Goodness.
Tough break, tough break. That's what Glenn always
Yep.
says. Tough break. That was not a good call. Torres back in the game for the Leopards. Mooring gets it left wing. Catch, fire three from Hankins off the front of the iron, and it's out of bounds. It should be Leopard basketball. It is. Rios knocks it out of bounds. So Leopards needing some points. Their lead is down to 6.
Yeah, we need to work the ball inside. We haven't got the ball inside a ton this half.
Russell on the wing right side. Torres sends it to Flood on the left wing. Flood to the top of the key, sends it out to Cameron near the half line. He'll send it to Cater on the right side, sets the screen. Cater comes back up top to Torres. Back to Russell, wing left side. Surveys, waits on the screen from Torres. Johnson now picks up Russell. Torres calling for it. He's got Hankins on him under there. Cameron trying to get away from Rios. Gets to the wing. Comes back up top to Terrell. To Torres, excuse me.
Torres broke open right there.
Hernandez back into the ball game. Flood will sit. The Leopards are lucky that one was tipped out of bounds. But the offense right now really struggling to find any open looks. Hernandez will get the long inbounds from Russell in the backcourt. He'll go to work on Mooring as he comes across the timeline. Gets to the wing. Around the Torres screen. Cameron back over left side. Russell. Russell to the top of the key to Torres. Back over to Cater. Cameron steps out. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez goes baseline. Back out to Cameron. Leopards being patient right here, but they're not getting a look at the basket at all.
No, they're not.
The Maroons defense has really picked it up. Cater has a man all over him. Trap comes. He'll get it away to Cameron. And we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Terry because he realizes the same thing. 5:01 left, and the Leopard offense is stagnant right now. 39-33 Leopards. We'll have a timeout. Come back to the Eagle Event Center in Hennessey right after this. Leopard basketball presented by American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
5:01 left to go in the ball game. The Leopard lead is down to 6. It's 39-33. Leopard ball out of the timeout. Armando all the way across the floor to Russell. Torres to Cameron, who got tripped up in the lane. Got a hold of it, though. Nice shot from Cameron in the lane. The Leopards finally get something positive here to go back up by 8. 41-33. Rios on the handle, top of the key. Drives to the elbow, sends it out to Johnson. Johnson, 3-ball on the way, rips out, no good. There is Cater with a miss. He got the stop, now to get some more points. Cater across the timeline. Flying out, comes at him. Gives it back up to Hernandez. Hernandez gets fouled from behind by Mooring. That's just his first foul, and it's only the first team foul in the quarter. Cameron will inbound in front of his own bench. Torres gets it in the baseline, sends it all the way back out to Cater, hands it off to Hernandez. Got Torres underneath. The reverse layup for Torres, up and good.
There's a good find underneath.
Leopard lead back to 10 as we approach the halfway point of this fourth quarter, and then Rios drives from the left side, and he'll draw contact on Armando Hernandez. That's his fourth. Just the second team foul, but Rios goes back to the line. He's perfect there tonight. He has shot all 4 of their free throws, and he's hit all 4 of them.
There's 5.
That means he's going to hit number 6. He'll be cuts it back down to a 9-point Leopard lead. When he hits this one, it'll just be 8. I couldn't reverse jinx it.
Yeah, I know you were trying.
I tried really hard, but I couldn't do it. Trap in the backcourt. Hernandez gets it back across to Cater. Cater looks to drive in, dumps it down to the baseline to Torres in the lane. Cameron stripped going up. Foul. And let's see who they get that one on. They get that on number 10, Nick Flying out. That's his 4th.
Well, I like to see that the Leopards are getting the ball down low now. There for almost a quarter and a half. We didn't even really try to get it down toward the block.
Isaac dips down, knocks that one down. He's got 8 in the ball game. Excuse me, has 10 in the ball game now. Pushes the lead back to 9. Lusk has returned for the Maroons.
There we go.
As Cameron goes 2 for 2 at the line. He's now 3 of 5 there tonight. 45-35. Leopard lead back to 10. Lusk left wing. Thought about the 3. Comes up to Hankins, top of the key. The backdoor cut from Rios in the lane. No, but more free throws coming up for Kevin Rios as Torres picks up foul number 3 and team foul number 3.
And this will be number 7 and 8 for him.
It will be. And he's 6 for 6 so far.
There we go.
Hey, we finally got something that worked. Hankins checks out. Palma is back in. Rios knocks down number 2. He's now 7 of 8 at the line. 45-36. Leopards by 9. Cater. Cross to Hernandez. Back to Cater. Gets across the timeline. Trap comes. He'll get it to Hernandez. Top of the key. Back over right side. Torres. Goes baseline. Tried to get in there to Cameron. Finally does. Right back out to Cater. Lob up top to Hernandez. Back over to Cater on the right side.
Losing ground here.
Again,
we need to push it.
Flips it all the way across the floor to Russell. No look pass underneath the Cameron. The baseline cut from Torres. Double team, can't get there, and timeout called by Coach Terry. I think he saw that was fixing to get ugly, although I think Torres fixed to put that basket in and was going to make it an 11-point game. Instead, we have a timeout.
Oh, shoot.
We'll take it with them and come back to Hennessey right after this. This is live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Physical Therapy Central in Lindsay, Oklahoma is here for you, whether you're a dedicated athlete or you're just trying to navigate your new normal. Our team is dedicated to providing quality service to make your experience as easy as possible. We're wishing our Leopards and Leopardettes a healthy, happy, successful basketball season. At South Central Medical and Resource Center, we strive to provide the highest level of medical care to the communities that we serve. It's our goal to foster and inspire a family atmosphere, and that doesn't just start in our waiting room. That's why South Central Medical and Resource Center is a proud sponsor of Lindsay Athletics and Academics.
We've got 3:13 left in the ball game. The Leopards have got a 9-point lead at 45-36. They own the possession arrow, but they've only got 1 timeout left. 3 timeouts left for Blackwell. Hernandez to inbound on the baseline for the Leopards. Got it across to Cameron, baseline right side. He'll work it back up top. Had the trap coming from behind and managed to avoid it. Cater gets it back over to Hernandez, and the pressure defense is coming. Leopards got to take care of the ball right here. Cameron dives on the floor, gets it, but he can't get it to anybody. We'll have a jump ball. And
it'll be their ball.
No, we actually had the possession arrow. So we lucked out, but Leopards have got to be ready and avoid that trap. They're going to trap the ball everywhere it goes. You've got to get rid of it before the trap gets there. Hernandez in the backcourt. Here comes the trap. Got it to Cater. Got to get rid of it before the trap gets there. Here comes Russell in the corner. Back to the left wing, Cater. Back down to Russell. Russell down the baseline. Gave it to Cameron. Got his man in the air, and they're going to say he traveled with it. Russell had a wide open layup if he'd have just taken it instead of trying to get it to Cameron. Nice drive from Russell to create right there. But again, the turnover gives it back. That's turnover number 7 on the Leopards. And now Blackwell down by 5 with 2:40 left has the basketball. Rios on the handle. Johnson right wing. Looks to drive in on Torres. Torres makes him pick the ball up. It's loose on the floor. Now he's trapped, and it's loose. And we're going to reach in foul call on Gus Torres, and that'll be 4 on Gus and the 4th team foul.
Good effort right there, a little too handsy.
So Rios will step out for the Maroons to throw it in front of his own bench. Leopards trying to hang on to this and get it into the win column. Head to Kellyville for the area tournament next week. Johnson for 3. No, it's off the front of the iron. Cameron comes down with a miss. He is trapped, and he threw it away. Foul on the floor before the shot. I'm actually going to call it on the shot. Goes on Cameron. That's his 3rd, 5th team foul, but they're going to put the man who can't seem to miss a free throw right back at the free throw line.
And he's still the – is he still the only one that has shot
the only one that shot free throws for them. And he misses that one. Lusk and Palma return. as Hankins and Johnson check out. 45-36 Leopards. We've got 2:13 left in the ball game, and make it 45-37. Creed Taylor back into the ball game. Torres will have a seat. Leopards try to get up against this full court zone trap. Cameron gets it across the timeline. Trap comes. Got it through, and we're going to get another travel called on Cameron.
I got to say, it looked like there was a foul in there before the travel
I would
occurred.
agree with that. Ninth turnover on the Leopards, and here comes the 2 3-point shooters back in the ball game for the Maroons. They trail by 8. 2 minutes left in the game. Rios to the right wing. Cameron with the defense. Hankins gets covered up and give Johnson a look underneath, and again, a great defensive play. They didn't call. Good grief, that was not a foul.
No, it was not.
Hernandez just fouled out of the game, though. That was his 5th.
Man.
That was not a foul. He stripped that ball cleanly into there. At least somebody different at the line this time. Not sure how anybody else shoots free throws for this team, but Johnson's at the line. Torres comes back in the game to replace Hernandez, who just fouled out right there. And again, I won't put that on Hernandez. That was a great play. Johnson at the line to shoot 2. He can cut this back to a 2-possession game if he gets them both. Doesn't get the first one, though. And again, the Leopards have got to take care of the basketball and avoid that trap. That's once you're trapped, it is double hard to get rid of the basketball. As Johnson docks down the second free throw, he's just got 4 points in the game.
We got to be careful with the lob passes, and try not to pick up our dribble so soon.
Taylor with the basketball, trapped, gets it away to Cater. Cater across the timeline to Cameron.
Take care of it.
To Cater. Right back to Cameron. Left side. Taylor with a basketball. Cameron in the lane. Out into the left corner to Russell. Russell trapped and turned the ball over. Now we'll get a foul call.
All right.
Luckily for the Leopards, we get the call right there because that was a turnover. Lusk picks up his 3rd and the 3rd team foul, so we're not shooting free throws yet. Taylor trying to find somebody. He sends it up top to Russell. Steps through a double team. Cameron at the free throw line takes it to the rack.
Good job.
And one. Great drive from Cameron. Puts the Leopards back up.
What I like to see. Go to the hole right there. Draw the foul. If nothing else, draw the foul.
And I missed who they called the foul.
I was talking over you. Probably distracted you, Greg.
No, I was actually writing score down, and I missed who they actually called it on. But to the line, the 3-point play. Got it to go. Leopards back up double digits by 10 now with 1:25 to go. Hankins right wing, up top, Mooring. Back over to Johnson, into the left corner, Rios. Goes baseline, a reverse layup, off the mark. Torres, rebound number 10. Again, got to avoid traps here. Taylor across to Cameron. Torres, left corner. Skip it back up over to Russell, down to Cater. Cater got by, got his man on the air, lost it as it was stripped out of his hands, but the Leopards will have it with 58 seconds left. 10-point lead. I'm not sure that's still enough the way Blackwell shoots the 3. They will bring.
I'd like to have a little bit more buffer here if we can get it.
No kidding. Palma checks in. And flying out, checks out, but he's taking his time getting there. He sure is. Taylor to inbounds. Foul on the floor goes against number 50, Drake Hankins, his 3rd. That is the 5th team foul, so Cameron will go to the line to shoot free throws. Almost wish this was like the NBA. If you foul before the ball's thrown in, it's a technical. You get the free throw in the basketball, you know. But in this case, it'll just be a couple of free throws here for Isaac Cameron. And got the roll on that one. Puts the Leopards up by 11 at 49-38. Second free throw from Cameron, and he knocks that one down.
Beautiful.
He missed his first two. He's hit his last 6.
Yeah, great shooting. He's a pretty consistent free throw shooter.
12-point Leopard lead. Johnson looks to drive in. Torres knocks the ball away from him. Johnson's fadeaway jumper won't drop. It's loose on the floor, and then Johnson couldn't hang on to it, kicked it out of bounds. So the Leopards will get it back off the 8th turnover on the Maroons.
I'm liking our chances now.
42 seconds left, a 12-point lead. Palma and Lusk return. Cater gets the inbounds. Now here comes the trap, and they'll get Rios with the push. His third. Cater will head to the free throw line. Cater's in double figures with 11 tonight. 1 for 2 his last trip to the line, and he misses the front end of that one. 37 seconds left. The Leopards looking like they're going to pick up win number 18, and more importantly, they will be headed to the area tournament with a regional consolation championship as Cater knocks down the second free throw. 13-point Leopard lead, 30 seconds left. Rios on the handle. Up top, Johnson to the free throw line. Double team. The backdoor cut from Mooring misses the layup. Cater comes down with a miss. Leopards now can just try to run out the clock, and they're not going to let them do it. Johnson will pick up the foul. And that'll put Cater right back at the free throw line. And Cater woefully short on the first one.
It's too close for him.
Needs to be shooting it from the three-point line, and he can knock it down. He gets that one to go. He's now 3 for 6 at the line. 52-38 Leopards, 15 seconds left to go in the ballgame. 3 from Rios is up and good. And a timeout called by Blackwell. It's a full timeout. Let's take it with them. We'll come back after this. 52-41 Leopards with 10 seconds left in the game. We'll come back after this on KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Back here in Hennessey, 10.3 seconds left in the ball game. The Leopards with an 11-point lead, and will have the ball out of bounds. Looking to just run the final 10 seconds off here. If you would think Blackwell would say, if you don't get a steal right off the bat, just let them bring it up the floor, and they don't.
Well,
I guess they're actually going to reach in and foul. And they'll get that on flying out. And that'll be his 5th. So he will foul out with those 3 threes that he had back in the second quarter.
Well, I know they don't want to quit here, but 9 seconds left and a 11-point lead. That's a big hill to climb.
Absolutely. Taylor at the free throw line.
Misses the first one.
Got the roll on the second one, though. 53-41 Leopards, 5 seconds left in the ball game. Rios is going to put up a final desperation three. And a rebound and put back from Palmer won't go either. So the Lindsay Leopards will send the Blackwell Maroons home for the season. But the Lindsay Leopards continue on. They will move to the regional tournament, the area tournament with the regional Constellation Championship plaque in hand. They will play Thursday at 2:30, and they will play the loser of the Lincoln Christian Heritage Hall game that will happen tonight there at Heritage Hall. Of course, Lincoln Christian, number 7 in the state in Class 3A. Heritage Hall always tough.
Yes,
so,
sir.
That'll be a tall order for either one of those teams, but Creed Taylor will accept the Regional Constellation Championship plaque. And the Leopards head to the area tournament. Leopards, they'll join the Leopardettes there. Leopardettes are in the winners bracket, though, for tonight. That game will be coming up at 6 o'clock. We'll talk about that more here in just a minute. We'll send it back over to JD, take a timeout. We'll figure out the final numbers from this one and wrap it up right after this on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that. You, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 PSI, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards! The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards!
Back here to wrap it up for the boys' game today as the Lindsay Leopards pull off win number 18 on the season. They are now 18-9, and they will head to the area tournament over in Kellyville next week. We'll talk about that schedule here coming up momentarily. First, let's talk about the officially unofficial stats as to wrap this one up. 53-41, the final score. The Leopards with the 12-point win. One player in double figures for the Maroons, and that was Kevin Rios. He finishes the game with 16 points, but only 8 of those came from the field. He was 8 of 9 from the charity stripe, so he did a great job of hitting the free throws there. Then 9 points apiece from Matthew Mooring and Nick Flying Out. Both of them had 3 threes in the game. And then Jake Johnson finishes with 4, Drake Hankins with 3. Then for the and they were 9 of 12 from the free throw line for the Maroons. For the Leopards, they had 3 players in double figures. Had 16 from Isaac Cameron to lead the way, and he got all of those in the second half. And, in fact, he was 6 of 8 from the free throw line here in the second half. Then it was 13 points from Bryce Cater. He had 9 in the first half and finishes with 13 in the ball game. And then 10 points from Creed Taylor. He had 3 threes in the game, 1 of 2 at the line for Creed. He finishes with 10. 3 points from Armando Hernandez before he fouled out there with 1:52 to go in the ball game, and then also 3 from Gus Torres. And the Leopards were 11 of 20 from the charity stripe, plus 3 on the glass for the Leopards tonight, 21-24. They out-rebound Blackwell, and then the Leopards with 9 turnovers and 8 turnovers from the Maroons. With that, you going to talk?
I'm going to let Glenn come in and do his stats, and we'll give us his synopsis of the game. I'll take care of it right here.
You got it there?
Here comes Glenn. All right, Glenn, go for it. Hang on just a second. Technical difficulty.
We have technical difficulties.
Here we go.
We got to get Glenn on speaker here. Make sure we got it up.
All right, let's try this, Glenn.
Okay. How's that? Test 1, 2.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Well, great game by the Leopards. I thought they got a little tentative there in the second half, but then a couple of timeouts, and Coach Terry kind of got them redirected there, and they started getting free throws opportunities and going to the hole a lot more. But, were very consistent for the Leopards. They shot really well. They were 9 for 19 from 2-point range for 47%. They were 8 for 17 from 3-point range for 47%. And so they were 17 for 36 from the floor for 47%. So excellent three-point shooting there, but also really good overall shooting. I have never seen shooting stats like Blackwell put up. Unbelievable is all you can say. They were 1 for 15 from 2-point range. 1 for 15 for 7%. They were 10 for 30 from 3-point range for 33%. And that's a total of 11 for 45 from 24%. But 2-point basket until the fourth quarter, and then to have the third quarter didn't even take a 2-point shot. They were 4 for 11 or 4 for 9 from the 3-point line in the third quarter, but didn't even attempt a 2-point shot. So that's very different than anything I've ever seen.
I would agree.
We had some good individual numbers. Let me give you some individual shooting numbers here. Armando Hernandez, 1 for 5 from the floor. Isaac Cameron was 5 for 7 from the floor. Creed Taylor was 3 for 5 from the floor. Hunter Russell, 3 for 5 from the floor. Bryce Cater, 4 for 10. And Gustavo Torres, 1 for 4. So, good shooting from the Leopards tonight. Hopefully they can carry that over into the area tournament and do some damage over there. And anything can happen, in the area tournament. And, you'd like to be on the winner side where you're just one win away. But if you can win these first 2, I've seen a lot of times that team coming on the loser side beat that winner side because that winner side loser just came off a tough loss that night before, and so it can happen for them.
Well, Glenn, thank you for the numbers and for keeping that up with us while you're back there at the house in Lindsay, America. But appreciate Glenn's work and everything he's done to help us out here. So we'll maybe see if we can't get his input again tonight, as we'll cover the Lindsay Leopardettes coming up at 6 o'clock tonight. But again, great shooting night for the Leopards. They go 47% from the field, and 17 of 36 is a big time, and especially when you can do that right down the list from 2-point, from 3-point. Overall, that's fantastic. So, again, the Leopards come away with the win by 12, 53-41, and they will head to the area tournament. Again, they will play at 2:30 on Thursday, 2:30 on Thursday, and they will take on the loser of the Lincoln Christian Heritage Hall winners bracket game that is going to happen tonight at Heritage Hall. So keep an eye on that one. They'll give you an idea who the Leopards will have to play their first round. They've got to play 3 games. They'll play at 2:30 on a Thursday. If they win that, they'll play at 2:30 on Friday. You win that one, and you're in the area consolation finals and just one win away from the state tournament. It's a long road to go.
It is.
But, hey, when you get things rolling your way, and Glenn's right, you get things going, anything can happen once you get to that area tournament.
Yeah, for sure. And, man, I'm just beyond proud of this Leopard team coming in here, getting a couple of wins back-to-back on consecutive nights. There were times when I thought that issue may be in doubt for us. But, man, we came in here, we got it done. Just going back to these shooting numbers, as I was adding them up, it became amazing to me that a team can shoot that bad and another team shoot fairly well, and somehow it was still that close.
That close.
But if you shoot 33, well, if I counted them right, 33 3-point shots in a game, you know, you can apparently keep it close. It was a numbers game there, and they didn't sink enough of them to stay in it. But super proud of the Leopards, proud of the way they conducted themselves here during this tournament, and looking forward to seeing what they do over at Kellyville.
Well, and I guess the one thing I add to that is when you look at the fact that the Leopards had to play Millwood, the number 1 team in the state, your first round of this tournament, and you lose that one by 30-something points.
Yeah.
And you could have just said, forget it. It's not it. But instead, they bounced back from that game. They came up with the big win against Hennessey last night, put up 72 points in that game, won that game by 18. And then you come back tonight and put up 53, win by 12. And this one, again, they didn't quit. It's like, okay, we played number 1. Big deal. We're going to win some ball games.
Yep.
And I like their work ethic. So
100%.
So, again, congratulations to the Leopards. They'll play in the area tournament next week on Thursday afternoon. And the Leopardettes will play also in the area tournament. We just don't know when yet because we've got to see if they win or lose tonight. Lindsay Leopardettes and the Alva Ladybugs will do battle in the regional championship game. 6 o'clock p.m. tip time. We will be on 5:45 ahead of that with pregame, and be back here to cover that one.
And let me let the folks know out there that are watching this game that are still with us, this particular link will not work anymore. A new link to this game will be issued here. It looks like JD's working on it as we speak. We will get that put on Facebook for you to have a quick link to jump on. If you're not going through Facebook, find us on YouTube, KBLPlive, and it should be, once JD has the link up, it should be the very first one on the list. Click on that, and we'll be here.
As Kevin always says, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please. If you do, then it'll pop up for you whenever we schedule a stream. Yeah. Make it even easier for you.
Ready to go. Again, thank you to J.D. Scruggs running the live stream, Kevin Scruggs on the camera. Big thank you to Glenn Shoemake keeping up for things back at home, giving us all those stats, and his insight, of course, as a former coach is always invaluable. I love to hear his analysis of things, so appreciate Glenn a bunch. And Andrew, great job again tonight in stepping in his place as the color guy, but you did a great job, and we'll do it all over again here in about an hour and a half.
Yes, sir.
We'll get back on here about 5:45, talk about the Lindsay Leopardettes and the Alva Ladybugs, and a regional championship plaque on the line. For everybody at KBLP, my name is Greg Peary. We're going to say goodbye from the Eagle Event Center in Hennessey for now. We'll be back here in about an hour and a half. So go find that link, be with us here, and until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.